Two scary Skinwalker stories. What did I see that day? I've been asking myself that question for a while now. Honestly, just thinking of retelling this story makes me scared. Please forgive me if I mess up the punctuation. I don't really use it while I'm getting into something as deep as this. Anyway, here's my story. Can't remember exactly what year it was. Maybe 2014 or 2015. I lived near a forest area out by the Glenpool, Oklahoma. Between my house and my step grandparents' house is a forested area. It's a bit of a walk, but not that bad. So one day my mom was at my grandparents and I was leaving their house to head back to my house. So of course I went through the forest area. I would like going through there. It was filled with birds singing, and besides the constant traffic, it was peaceful. But sometimes something changed. The birds didn't sing, the wind didn't blow, there was this silence. I couldn't even hear the traffic at this time, and that's when it happened. My mother was calling my name, but I was confused. Her voice came from deeper into the woods away from both houses. So I looked around just like that. She called me again and again, and I followed for only a couple minutes until all of a sudden my entire body started to get going. Get the fuck out of there now. And I turned to walk back to my house, and right then I did. The second I turned to look, I saw a black figure staring down at me from a hill. It was in the shade, and I didn't stop to ask what it was. Oh no. I hauled fucking ass out of there, back to my step-parents, and I ran to my mom, instantly telling her what happened. She didn't believe me. You just imagine it. So I thought she was right, maybe I was. But then I got curious and asked why she was calling my name away from the house. She wasn't, and I know my mom's voice. That was her exact voice. I let it go, and soon after we moved somewhere else. I don't know how this happened, but the fucker followed me because after my cousin left the house and I was in bed trying to sleep, right outside my freaking window, I heard my cousin's voice, but this wasn't like the woods. It was right by my head, since the window is right above where I sleep. It was a name my cousin calls me, and that's what was outside my window, but it was wrong. It was all goggled up like a bad recording, and my entire body froze up in fear, and it kept going, but I ignored it. I ended up passing out to this day. I haven't had any more problems, but I know all of what. It wasn't that I saw the figure. It wasn't the voices. It was the feeling of dread that I was going to die if I didn't get out of there. It's the most scared I've ever been. Hi, long time local in this substance. This stuff has always fascinated me. I live in Oklahoma, Texas area, where there were and still are quite a few Native American societies and activities and all that. Around the Choctaw Nation. Neither of these are mine, but my buddy told me about two potential sightings, and I'm not too knowledgeable about where skinwalkers inhabit. The first one was on his land. He has a long driveway lined up. On one side was rather dense brush entangled around the fence. On the other side of the brush fence is a pasture where a neighbor keeps his cows. On the other side of the road is the open pasture with no fence. He was driving down the driveway at night when he heard a barking get close to him, approaching from the neighbor's pasture. He sees a hunched creature, dark and hairy, and bigger than any coyote he's seen or any of his dogs, one of which is just shy of 4 feet at the shoulder, and is being chased by his lab, bloodhound mix. He said it was unlike anything he's ever seen, and it was so fast he couldn't make out any details. When he saw, he said he got this feeling of dread that hit him and stayed with him until the following morning. The second one was in an area near us called Butcher's Pen. It's near an old, most definitely haunted fort called Fort Wichita, which was created in the 1840s as a protection for the people from the Plain Indians. It was used throughout the Civil War by Confederate soldiers and burned down after the war. He said he was told to avoid that area because people often go missing there. but his GPS took him right through it. He was driving back towards our town again at night when he noticed a coyote running alongside him. It seemed unremarkable aside from the fact that it was rather large for a coyote. He didn't think anything of it until he looked down and saw that he was going 65 miles an hour, and the coyote was keeping pace. The coyote sped up and crossed in front of him, turning to look at him, and in his words seeming to break its neck in doing so, as it turned a full 180 degrees before veering off the road and running into the woods. As I said, I'm not too shabby when it comes to this stuff, although I do enjoy it, reading it. So I have no idea. He swears they were skinwalkers, which he is Native American, if that matters. But could they have been? Hey guys, Band 6.7. Hope y'all enjoyed these stories. Sorry the fire went out. Thank y'all.